I'm just walking up Chilkwell Street on the way to the Chalice Garden. There's some lovely windows here. People put lovely displays in them. And there's some beautiful art. And love the window display and some beautiful art. And these buildings are incredible. How old they are. Abbott's Croft. They all go back to the, I don't know, 1600s, 1700s somehow. 1600s. I'm going to shut the thing off now because people are coming. Carry on up the road here. It's very busy with trucks and things. They're trying to get all that stopped. Ariel Cottage is beautiful. Lovely day today. Had to get out. Had to get to the garden to meditate. Got to meditate. Otherwise, I'll go loopy in the garden. Medieval Renaissance fair. I saw a bit of that. The Prophecy of Light retreat. So there's all these lovely houses. Got to get out of my negative state of mind into some. They sell coffee over there from that little van. I've had a coffee over there a couple of years ago, but she's still there, the lady. Old company there called Draper and Co. And there's a little group of people here for some reason. Don't know, the guy's selling stuff. I think wands. I think he's selling wands. I'll shut it off for a minute in case people are upset by me filming. So that's all that. That's down Chilkwell Street. The tour's up that way and the going past that rickshaw. Thistle Cottage, that's lovely. And coming up to the old Bramble Cottage. Seems to have been done up a bit, modernised. So, if you ever want to go to the Chalice Garden, you walk up here. There's not really any parking around here. I think there might be back where that old factory was, and some political things in the window, that last one. Try and keep it away from the people, and that's the Chalice Garden. That's the garden up there. So I'm going to go in now. You're allowed to film, but you're not allowed to use telephones. So I'll put it on the aeroplane thing. Just going to walk up to the. Got my ticket. Got like a year's ticket. You can get a year ticket for 20 quid, and then you can go as many times as you want. Then 20 quid. But it's about 4 or 5 quid for a single visit, so it's worthwhile if you're going quite a lot. And switch mobiles to flight mode. I've done that. And it's beautiful trees over there. And this is the welcome to Chalice Garden. So I'm in the garden now. There's a helicopter above, I think, for some reason. And there's beautiful yew trees there. Lovely yew trees. I think I filled them last time. I'm trying not to point at people if I can help it. I'm trying not to. There's a nice little seat there. Should I go and sit there? Look. Go and sit there. Down there. The toilet's over there, which is handy. Go and sit in this little seat. Look. I don't often sit here, but it's a good view of the yew trees. Look at the shadows though. Beautiful shadows, you know. Hank Marvin in the shadows. Ah, look at that. Love the yew trees. Gonna give him a good old hug in a minute. Hug the tree. Well, you know, take the energies and commune with the energies, I should say, of the tree. And on my little seat here, that kind of thing. Feeling a bit more relaxed. It's all good, you know. Yeah, I've been very nervous and anxious lately, so I come to the garden, try and meditate and be around the trees and the water. Splash some water and drink some of this spring water, the red spring and the white spring, which is the other side of the wall of the garden. It's got the red spring inside, and there's another bit of the red spring outside as well, but the main bit is here, or a bit is here. And then the white spring the other side, which can get a bit more leery out there depending on who's around, but often is okay, you know, depends who's around. Depends on the energies, you know, the energies. It's a thing they say around here, the energies, but it's true. It's just I feel better getting out. I stay around where I live too much, and I don't feel comfortable around the area where I live. And haven't been there, haven't been for a long time, but trying to deal with that, trying to block it out, block out the energies, block out the dark energies. But it's good to be here. It's good to be here and sitting in the garden. Hope you're having a good day there. Bye. Alright there, I got all wet again, all soggy. The old water from the red spring. It's just coming out of a tap. I think I've put up a picture of it before, and I'll do a little video of it. It's coming out all the time, you know. I'm in the little hut again, and it feels better to have that water over you. I've splooshed myself hair and around the top of my neck and back because I'm with stress and anxiety. All my back flares up in all these very painful rashes, and it lasts for weeks. I think I'm using the healing water to try to ameliorate that, bring it down, you know, bring it down. It's just beautiful here today. I'm glad I've come. I've got to break out of the way of thinking that I've been in this locked way of thinking about problems and things like that. I'll just move the camera. Although it's pointing at me, I was going to move the camera because people are coming, but it's not pointing that way, but they might think it is. I do want to be sensitive to that. I don't mean like in a big space where there's crowds and you're filming a building, you can't help get people on it, you know. And really, I heard something being spoken about recently, is that, you know, we've got all these photographs and bits of film of the past where you're seeing people in street scenes and children and adults and everything. And they're bits of history. It's a shame if we lose all that, isn't it? Because you're not allowed to film. But you are allowed to film. You're legally allowed to. But I want to be cognizant of people's privacy and not them to feel uncomfortable as well. I get that. Try to do that. And I noticed that was being done on the film, the video about the farm, the little tour of the farm we had from one of the Misfits. I'm only not saying particular names unless somebody said who they were in the title or whatever, so that's what I'll just say, one of the Misfits on the Consortium of Misfits channel. So I'm putting this up on my main channel, and the other channel is called the Consortium Misfits, which is a group channel. Check it out, Consortium of Misfits. All kinds of things going on there. A lot of sharing of internal states and views of the world, views of the mind, thoughts, hopes, dreams, feelings, nothing more than feelings. Yeah, all that stuff. So that's the Consortium of Misfits channel, which is going great. Thanks to all the Misfits and everybody who's watching. So I was really pleased with that. Oh gosh, there we are. Beautiful water. Beautiful, beautiful water. Got a lot of taste of iron. There's a lot of iron. It's iron rich. Tastes like that, slightly metallic. So I don't think you're meant to have too much of that one. The red spring. Red because of iron, you know. The white spring, you can drink that a lot more easily. So that's my little... the bird song's beautiful. That's my little talk for today. Sometimes I like the... it's all right, isn't it? It's all right. That's the red spring that I just splooshed myself with and had a drink of. The red spring of the Chalice Well Garden. Some wonderful flowers up this bit now coming. Look at those, beautiful. And then on that side as well. Lots of flowers over there. Thank you. There's a little bit in here you can sit in, look. Little grotto. There's like an angel. There's an angel there. Somebody's put a photograph of somebody. It's somebody that they've lost. A loved one they've lost. Light bulb. There you got there. Flowers. So I'll shut that off now. I don't know what this is. Like a structure, look. Yeah. Coming up to the well itself. I won't photograph it. There's some people there. I won't photograph it. Anyway, just on the swingy seat again. In this bit called the meadow of the garden. I'm sitting by the well. There's quite a few people lying on the grass, so interesting, you know. Soaking up the sun. I was in the well, and this group of people, I didn't know they were together, and then I think it was a mother and a daughter sat next to her daughter. I think it was her daughter. She put her hand on the daughter's leg, and the daughter pushed it away quite brusquely, you know. So there's always little windows into things going on all the time. I didn't think they were together before because I saw them. You just see these relationships, and then the mum walks off, if it is the mum. If it was the mum. And I just point it so it doesn't look as though I'm pointing it at anybody. I'm not, because it's coming this way. Can't get paranoid about it. There's quite a few things on YouTube where people get really upset if they think you're filming them, and I don't want to get into anything like that. And I don't want to film anyone particularly. It's beautiful. Beautiful day. You can hear voices, but they're a bit... Anyway, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. Hopefully the peace of the garden will, you know, help people that come here. I think that's what it's for. There's a robin. There's a robin in the tree. Somewhere. So this is the white, wrong way around. Just outside the white spring here. It's the white spring. You can go inside it. And then here is the that's the red spring on the outside of the garden, and the white one is so got the tour now. There's quite a few people here. Let's give it a bit of a spin around there. Quite a few people. So I'll go up the hill a bit. Might not go all the way, but see how it goes, you know. See how it goes. Just beginning the ascent. It's a bit of a grand term, but going up to the tour, the old tour. Interesting things are happening. When I put all the video bits together, I just spoke to the lady who was singing that folk song. And she said it was a Scottish song, and it was very inspiring to hear us sing that, and people remembering all these old songs and the tradition of that. I get very out of... Well, I don't know, do I get out of breath? I do sometimes. I'm just not used to it. It doesn't matter, does it? There's the... You can see the tower up there. But an interesting thing happened in the garden as well with this little boy. Between 1 and 2, he just... with his mum and dad, and he came up to the swinging seat and offered me his cap, which had strawberries on it. I'll go across the grass here. Like a meadow area. And his name was Theo, they said. And he went on the seat and he was swinging and spoke to the parents for a short while, and they were very nice. But the little boy was lovely. He just came up with total trust, you know. Like offered me his cap, like a kind of a peak cap. And then he got onto the seat. And then I left. I just had a little chat, and then they stayed, and lots of dandelions here, which is good. Dandelion clocks. But yeah, that's folk singer lady was inspiring. I told her that, and she inspired me. Might be a bit windier here now. There's a white dog and some people. And then I had some cacao from somebody had brought an urn type of thing down at the bottom there, and it was slightly spiced with cardamom, a bit of, I can't remember what else was in it. Was it chili? But muscovado sugar, and it was this cacao drink. That was really nice. It's done me some good, I think. She said it's it's got a tiny bit of caffeine in it, but it's a softer type of thing, and also I don't know much about this, but you're keeping a lot of the good stuff from the cocoa bean. But she said the tree was called Theobroma, I think she said. That's the name of the tree. Theobroma, and then the little boy's name was Theo. So, a bit of synchronicity. way to, I needed the loo, and so I went in this pub, it's called the Beckett's. And I'm out the back here, I just got a pint of golden ale. I'll just have one, you know, I haven't had a drink for a while, and just take the edge off, and I'm driving anyway, so just have one pint, and be an hour and a half or whatever before I drive anyway, so one pint's alright, isn't it? So it's not strong anyway, I think about 4%, but this is a nice garden. I don't know why I did all that preamble. It's like, it's not some you know, government information film. I just had a chat with a guy at the bar. He said he was a brickie by trade from Cornwall. He used to live up here, but now he lives in Cornwall. He says the winter's been very hard for them. He's a bricklayer. It's been very hard. He's glad the nice weather's here again. Shook hands at the end. You can feel his hands are kind of like done a lot of work and stuff, you know, but strong old hands, as opposed to mine, which are like a tired ladyboy, but a very weak version of one. Anyway, that's another story. It's been a funny old day so far. There's a clock here. I don't know if it's working. It says 5 to 3. It's coming up to 3. There's bells going in the background. Sounds like St John's down the high street. I've got to cut my moustache, sort of an effigy. But yeah, look at that effect. That's nice, isn't it? There's a bit that you get that kind of effect in that film with Peter Fonda and Easy Rider, when they're going around all the graveyards, and I think I watched something about that, and they just did it off the cuff, and they're all on these hallucinogenics or whatever they were on, and they filmed this kind of montage and this scene in the film Easy Rider, which is a good film. Peter Fonda and who was the other guy? Oh, I know his name. He was also in Apocalypse Now and lots of other films. You know. Bit of kind of a quirky energy. Well, quirky, I don't know if that's the right word, but intense. A very intense actor. But that was a good film, and this is a nice little space. I'm under a cover here. They obviously have fires here in the middle. So it's a pub, if you're ever in Glastonbury, called the Beckett Arms. It's a bit expensive, but then I think I'm behind the times with the cost of things, because I don't go to pubs usually. But I'd needed the loo really badly, and I'd left it a bit late. There might be too much information, but just when you're getting older, you know, I don't know if it's a prostate thing or prostrate thing, but it's kind of, so I had a nice little chat with that guy, a little mini chats with people today, which is, I can manage that, I can manage it. I'm not very good at planning anything, because I just don't know what state of mind I'm going to be in, whether I can be in the world, as it were. Well, that's a bit dramatic. I just don't know. But, you know, there's a lot of nice people about as well. You've got to get, when you're on the internet a lot, and you're just seeing the world through the portal of the internet. Well, there are positive things as well, but a lot of it is particularly to do with the stuff we've been focusing on. It's very, it's dark, isn't it? It's grim, it's dark, it's a bit kind of, it's dark. I love that effect with the lights. I'm going to keep that. I'll keep that one. It's all very trippy, isn't it? I need a different jacket. Well, I won't throw this away. I've had it for years and years. But something with a lighter colour, or purple, or mustard. Maybe mustard. Mustard seems to be in. No, not mustard. Nothing against mustard. It's a beautiful thing in its own right. But I'm going to do the video, put all these bits together, stitch them all together, you know. That's what our lives is. I was thinking, I was just talking to the guy at the bar, and I said when I was in Bodmin, and that was when I was homeless at the time. I was living in a car, And I said I was looking for the Weatherspoons in Bodmin because that's where I'd always gravitate towards, because they opened early. You could go to the toilet. That was the focus when you're not haven't got anywhere to live and you're living in a very small car, Nissan Micra. And I was looking for Weatherspoons. Get there early, get a breakfast, go to the loo, have a bit of a splash in the sink, bit of a splash. Everything was focused around toilets and then trying to get somewhere and get on Wi-Fi and whatever it was. But they'd shut down the Weatherspoons in Bodmin, which really surprised me. I spoke to someone there. Bodmin had I didn't quite say it to the guy at the bar, but it had a bit of a down at heel feel, a bit depressing, heavy feel, Bodmin. I think there used to be a prison around there, didn't there? Bodmin prison. Had a kind of heavy, depressing feel. I got out of there. And then I just went into a different bit of Cornwall. This is back in 2022. It was a weird time, but kind of freedom in a way that I've lost since, of not knowing where you're going to be. Just trying to... had some problems, yeah. Which I might talk about another time, and things like that. But anyway, this is... yeah, I'll just have this one pint. I might go and buy a little crystal, a couple of quid, and then head back to the ranch. I like talking to people. I've just become not very good at thinking I can do it or planning, but I end up talking to lots of people that I don't know. You know, just little bits. You know, but what I'm not. I found it very hard to do things that are where I think I know it's going to happen, and then I get very nervous. But or do I get nervous? It's more like I don't know. You can be in such a state of mind, you just can't deal with it. You know, I just can't focus, or you just don't feel right. Just feel just too inward. You know, just too inward, but. Which is like Jedward, but different. Jedward. What's happened to Jedward? Anyway. And I had this cacao drink, which was nice. And then she said, oh, you know, it'll open your heart chakra. I think it did a little bit, you know. Sometimes I think it's all gone, you know, the heart's gone. Atrophied. My heart, I mean, you know, it's atrophied. I don't think it has, but I've just become very bit weird, you know. Normal but weird, but weirdly normal. Normally weird. It's kind of a sense of the world's weird, so I'm just I'll do my own weird thing then, you know. Mostly it's avoidant behaviour. The sneeze. Oh God. It's. I want to get the light back. We've got to get the light back, haven't we? You know, a fly's just landed on the screen. There's a whole life there. You won't be able to see it. I don't know. You won't be able to see it. Tiny fly. You can see its little, very, very thin feelers, the wings. You know what Tim was saying on the Consortium of Misfits the other day about, do birds have feelings towards their young? Do they think? Do they appreciate beauty? Are they thinking, or do they just act? And so this applies to this fly on the screen of this mobile phone in April in 2026. Yeah, it applies to... The other day I realised it was dark. I was walking locally and I trod. It must have been a snail. I thought, oh God, I've just destroyed that creature, destroyed its home in one. I just didn't see it. I know it happens. I'm not trying to overdo it, but it wasn't intentional. And I was thinking, but you've got to let it go. You can't. You know, you destroy the creature's home, and it's still alive, but it's totally naked. That's all it had to go back into, and then it's just. It makes you wonder, well, who designed it that way? You know. Very, very vulnerable creatures. And slugs are even more vulnerable. Very slow, but noticeable. So I don't know who created all this. Who created this world, you know? I mean, and you know, what was it all about? What was the plan? What was the grand plan? Anyway, I'll shut it off now. Oh, some people came along, and I didn't want to seem as though they moved back. You know, I don't want to stop them from coming here, but I'd shut it off. You know, it's funny, isn't it? Really, space. You know, the ability to share space. That's a major problem in the world, in lots of different ways. You know. Anyway, I think I'll leave it there for now. Just finish this pint. Go and get a crystal. Go and get a crystal. I haven't eaten anything. I had a bit of toast. I had a bit of toast from some bread I did yesterday. I did it in the oven. I don't think I let it baked enough, because you can tell the texture. Some of it's a bit stodgy. I don't think I let it. I followed the instructions, but because I got a mini oven, I don't think that 30 minutes that it said was enough. Either because the mini oven isn't getting to the right temperature, or because it's a mini oven. It's just not enough. You've got to do it for 35, 40. But you live and learn. You've got to leave it on for more time. And my cake that I made this cake, sultana cake, and then it kind of just sunk in the middle. And I think that's because I used too much baking powder. It tasted really nice though, but it sunk, and it rose too quickly, and then it sunk. I think that was the reason. Too much baking powder. I just did it by eye, but it didn't work. I mean, it sunk, you know. And so it's just like lessons, isn't it? You know, lessons. It's all lessons, isn't it? Oh God, so many bloody lessons. I'm fed up with them. No, it's all right. The lessons to do with like a cake or something is all right, but not like the painful lessons of life you keep on getting again and again and again. Like I know this one. I remember this one. It's again. And that's why they developed these philosophies of thought about how you're meant to bypass them or disconnect. Like either be in total acceptance mode. I can't do total acceptance mode because some things are unacceptable. Like a young woman in prison for the rest of her life, and we're not doing anything wrong for being the most caring person in that whole unit in that hospital to do with babies. The most caring person. And I wasn't going to talk about that in this video, but that's just an example of that's not acceptable. It's got to be changed, and it is going to be changed. And we're all part of that. God bless.